Yeah, I can put this down, right? No, I just... I don't work out, you know what I mean? I can't hold it that long.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the funniest acceptance speeches in Golden Globes history. We'll be leaving off monologues and presenters.
I was just flushing the toilet and someone said, "You won," and I thought they were joking.
Number 20, Julie Andrews, 22nd Golden Globe Awards. Although Julie Andrews played Eliza Doolittle in the Broadway production of My Fair Lady, Jack Warner wanted a name that film audiences were more accustomed to for the screen adaptation. Enter Audrey Hepburn.
We suddenly realized that if Jack Warner had asked me to do My Fair Lady, which I missed out on, I would never have been able to do Mary Poppins.
Despite being better known as a stage performer at the time, Andrews soon became a household name with her iconic turn as Mary Poppins. In an ironic turn, Hepburn and Andrews were nominated against each other at the Golden Globes for Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Andrews prevailed, cheekily thanking the person who made this possible, Jack Warner.
It's a wonderful memento of a very, very happy time. Finally, my thanks to a man who made a wonderful movie and who made all this possible in the first place, Mr. Jack Warner.
It was a polite way of throwing shade at Warner for not casting her, although even Jack seemed to be laughing so hard that he wiped tears from his eyes.
Everybody screamed. It was like a thunderous scream, and everyone's laughing.
Including Mr. Warner, so I was home and safe.
Number 19, Seth Rogen, 83rd Golden Globe Awards.
That if the movie Zoe Kravitz directed wins Best Musical or Comedy like it's supposed to, she will thank me in her speech in front of millions of people. Everybody will hear her say my name.
Talk about a full circle award show moment. The studio may be the ultimate Hollywood in-joke, with a revolving door of celebrities playing themselves amid a barrage of inside baseball. Among the A-listers who got in on the gag were Zoe Kravitz and Dave Franco. It was practically preordained when Kravitz and Franco presented a Golden Globe to the star of the studio, Seth Rogen. The irony wasn't lost on Rogen, who noted that one of his show's episodes revolved around his character wanting recognition at the Globes.
This is so weird. We just pretended to do this. And now it's happening. Thought the only way I would get to hold one is to create a whole show to give myself a fake one.
He might not have thanked Sal Saperstein, but he did give a shout out to fellow nominees Steve Martin and Martin Short, reminiscing about how he dreamed of beating them someday. They'd better be in season 2.
Steve Martin, Martin Short especially, I remember growing up watching you guys my whole life thinking one day I'm going to beat them. I did not think that.
Number 18, Tracy Morgan, 66th Golden Globe Awards. 30 Rock was an awards magnet, although Tracy Morgan often went overlooked for his uproarious performance as Tracy Jordan.
It's not fair, Liz Lemon. Everybody wins awards but me.
That doesn't mean he never got a chance to give an acceptance speech. When 30 Rock won the Golden Globe for Best Musical or Comedy Series, Morgan got to speak on the show's behalf.
Tina Fey and I had an agreement that if Barack Obama won, I would speak for the show from now on.
Morgan proclaimed he'd be giving all of the acceptance speeches henceforth because Barack Obama had recently won the presidency. While Morgan's comment about post-racial America plays differently given what came several years later, his speech was still a laugh riot, taking shots at Cate Blanchett and the Emmys.
Welcome to post-racial America. I'm the face of post-racial America. Deal with it, Cate Blanchett.
Among his list of thank yous, Morgan mentioned the lady from Craft Service, before Alec Baldwin reminded him to also mention their then-boss, Jeff Zucker.
The people over there, the lady over there, Craft Services, because she makes the tacos, she know how to make them just right. Jeff Zucker, my boy!
Number 17, Hugh Laurie, 63rd Golden Globe Awards and 64th Golden Globe Awards. Hugh Laurie won back-to-back Golden Globes for his performance as Dr. Gregory House. For some American audiences, his 2006 win was the moment that made them say, wait, he's British?
So what I did was I wrote down the 172 names, put them on little individual pieces of paper. I had them in my left-hand trouser pocket. I'm just going to draw out 3 at random.
They also realized that Laurie was funny, and not in a purely cynical Dr. House way. Laurie wanted to thank 172 people. With limited time, he drew 3 names from his pocket in a lottery of sorts. Make that 4, as he threw out one name in exchange for another.
Oh, to hell with that. I'd like to thank My agent, Christian Hodel. That's not my handwriting.
Laurie would get around to thanking several others regardless. He'd thank more people the following year, although he wished somebody else could have written a speech for him. If that had been the case, though, we would have been deprived of this comedic gold.
Well, I know everyone says they have a wonderful crew, and logically that can't be the case. They can't all be wonderful. Somebody somewhere is working with a crew of drunken thieves.
Number 16, Bill Murray, 61st Golden Globe Awards. Bill Murray demonstrated his serious chops in Lost in Translation, although that film was still submitted as a comedy at the Golden Globes. When Murray won for his performance, he leaned into his sarcastic persona, starting by saying that he had fired his agents months ago.
You can all relax, I fired my agents a couple of months ago.
Murray thanked the studios that made the film possible, while also mocking the various employees taking credit. The one truly responsible was writer-director Sofia Coppola, who made Murray the envy of everyone else in the room.
That was so good that every actor in this room says, that lucky son of a it could have been me up there with that damn thing.
Murray not only found the time to thank his fellow comedy nominees, but also to spotlight the forgotten dramatic actors. In reality, drama often overshadows comedy at awards. Murray's speech is a testament to the phrase, dying is easy, comedy is hard.
And I just like to say, without them, where would our war, our misery, and our psychological dramas come from? Let's not forget them tonight.
Number 15, Robert Downey Jr., 67th Golden Globe Awards. Sherlock Holmes is always 10 steps ahead, but Robert Downey Jr. was seemingly caught off guard when he won a Golden Globe for playing the Master Detective. That might be because his wife, Susan Downey, said Matt Damon was going to win.
If you start playing violins, I will tear this joint apart. First of all, I'd like to thank Susan Downey for telling me that Matt Damon was going to win, so don't bother to prepare a speech.
Without a speech prepared, Downey said that he had nobody to thank. So instead, he listed all of the people that he wasn't going to thank.
What am I going to do? Thank Joel Silver, the guy who's only restarted my career 12 times since I began in 25 years ago.
While Downey clearly had great affection for all of the people he mentioned, he argued that they should all be bowing down to him. Fair enough, as we're not sure that Sherlock Holmes would have been able to compete with Avatar at the box office if it didn't have Tony Stark in the lead role.
Certainly not going to thank Warner Brothers, Alan Horn, and my God, robbing off these guys. They needed me. Avatar was going to take us to the cleaners. If they didn't have me, we didn't have a shot, buddy.
Number 14, Geena Davis, 63rd Golden Globe Awards. While it only lasted one season, Geena Davis won a Golden Globe for her performance as the first female U.S. president in the ABC series Commander-in-Chief. Davis's speech commenced on an inspirational note, recalling how a little girl in attendance that night told her that she wanted to be president someday.
And there was a little girl, maybe 8 or 10, in her first party dress, and she said, you know, because of you, I want to be president someday.
And it was all thanks to Davis's performance. Just as the room filled with applause and audible ahs, Davis swiped the rug out from under everyone. She totally made that story up.
And well, that didn't actually happen, but...
Suddenly, the most touching moment of the night shifted to one of the funniest. This speech alone should have gotten Davis's show another season. Alas, we were deprived of more episodes and speeches like this one.
Or somewhere, there could have been a little girl tugging at my dress, and were that to be the case, then all of this would be worth it. I so want to thank for just that one little girl.
Number 13, Ricky Gervais, 61st Golden Globe Awards. Years before he was invited to host the Golden Globes, Ricky Gervais shared in a victory for the UK version of The Office. It was an early taste of the sardonic wit that Gervais would bring to future ceremonies.
I can't remember. They told me to thank people. I said, we're not going to win anyway. What? Hollywood Foreign Press.
The comedian wasn't quite as savage here, however. He came off more like a fish out of water. Not only because Gervais wasn't expecting to win, but because he was still relatively new to American audiences at the time. For Yanks unfamiliar with the Brits, Gervais noted that his country used to run the world before the States.
I'm not from these parts. From a little place called England. We used to run the world before you.
Tame compared to some of the jokes he'd make in later years, but Gervais was still the funniest person in the room.
Thank you so much. Thank you to BBC America and everyone here. Oh, thank you. Goodbye.
Number 12, Steve Carell, 63rd Golden Globe Awards. From one office boss to another, Steve Carell found himself in the same position as Gervais just 2 years later. Winning for his performance as Michael Scott, Carell said that he didn't write anything in preparation, but his wife, Nancy Walls, did.
I would also like to thank my wife, Nancy, for her constant support and for being so beautiful tonight. That's true.
Nancy was naturally thanked more than once in the speech, eventually getting a little too personal. Carell discussed how their children were brought into this world and suggested that his career aspirations might have eclipsed his wife's own life.
Nancy, my precious wife, who put her career on hold in support of mine, and who sometimes wishes that I would let her know when I'm going to be home late so she can schedule her life, which is no less important than mine.
It ultimately ends on a sweet note, although we are curious if Walls actually wrote everything Carell read. Either way, we have no doubt that their marriage is one full of love and laughs, much like this speech.
To my parents for not making me go to law school, and finally, to the love of my life, my wife, Nancy.
Number 11, Sacha Baron Cohen, 64th Golden Globe Awards. By early 2007, we all knew who Borat was, but Sacha Baron Cohen hadn't made many public appearances out of character. His win at the Golden Globes gave audiences a chance to see the real man behind Borat. That doesn't mean Cohen was about to get serious on us.
And I stared down and saw your 2 wrinkled Golden Globes on my chin. I thought to myself, I'd better win a bloody award for this.
While he thanked a handful of individuals, Cohen spent much of the speech talking about his infamous nude wrestling match with co-star Ken Davidian.
And then when my 300-pound co-star decided to sit on my face and squeeze the oxygen from my lungs, I was faced with a choice: death or to breathe in the air.
Going into graphic detail, Cohen declared that he deserved an award for getting so up close and personal with Davidian's Golden Globes. The sacrifices artists make for their craft. Before being played off, Cohen got in a few more thank yous, especially to those who hadn't sued him.
Ari Emanuel, Matt LeBeau, Aaron Baron Cohen, my brother who did the music, and Jason Alper, Thomas Clark, and a lot of other people. And thank you to every American who has not sued me so far. Thank you.
Number 10, Tina Fey, 66th Golden Globe Awards. The creator and star of 30 Rock gave a lesson in self-confidence when she collected the Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Comedy Series.
I want to say thank you to the Hollywood Foreign Press. I've always loved the Hollywood Foreign Press. As a kid, I had all the Hollywood Foreign Press action figures.
After taking a fun poke at what was then known as the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, which presents the awards, Tina Fey thanks the usual suspects. Her husband receives a mention, of course, but only after a few noteworthy others.
If you ever start to feel too good about yourself, they have this thing called the internet. And you can find a lot of people there who don't like you.
Fey decides to use her time at the mic to send a message to all her online haters. There are even a few she mentions by name.
Diane fan, you can suck it. Cougar letter, you can really suck it, because it's all year, you've been after me all year.
Now this is the kind of name-dropping we'd like to see more of at award shows. Number 9, Jennifer Lawrence, 70th Golden Globe Awards.
Oh, what does it say? I beat Meryl.
When the Silver Linings Playbook actress won the Globe over legendary actress and perennial award winner Meryl Streep, she proudly told the audience, "I beat Meryl." This didn't go over well with some viewers. Lindsay Lohan herself was one of many tweeting at this young upstart who was sullying the good name of a Hollywood legend. But those in the know realized it was a tongue-in-cheek reference to a line of dialogue from the First Wives Club.
You know what it says? It says, I beat Meryl.
Lawrence brought her usual awkward banter and self-deprecating sense of humor to the stage when she collected the award.
And I want to thank my brothers, Ben and Blaine. I wouldn't be who I am today without you being mean to me, but then really supportive and loving constantly.
Number 8, Taraji P. Henson, 73rd Golden Globe Awards. If there's one thing you're not gonna do, it's step on Taraji P. Henson's train. Someone learned that the hard way when she won her Golden Globe.
If you haven't, get off my train. Cookies for everyone tonight.
The Empire actress was working the room all the way up to the podium, but once she got there, she was determined to give her entire speech.
Who knew that playing an ex-convict would take me all around the globe?
So when that little message flashed on the screen telling her to hurry up, Henson was not having it at all. She let the producers and everyone in charge know that after 20 years of waiting, she was going to have her time at the mic.
So many people are, please rap. Wait a minute. I waited 20 years for this. You gonna wait? Yeah, you're gonna give me a little more time. I think, yeah, my fans, they've been praying for this. They're all on Twitter like, yeah, hope you get it. You gotta give me time.
Number 7, Jim Carrey, 56th Golden Globe Awards. He may be one of Hollywood's funniest actors, but at the 1999 Golden Globes, Jim Carrey was the big winner for Best Actor in a Drama.
This is serious. It's gonna be so hard to talk out of my ass after this. But I'll manage.
Recognized for his work in The Truman Show, Carrey balances his usual rambunctious wit with a promise to be a bit more serious. It somehow makes his speech even funnier.
You know what this means, don't you? I'm a shoo-in for the Blockbuster Award. That's right. Oh yeah.
He manages to poke fun at his own career, as his filmography up to that point doesn't necessarily scream award-winning actor. Carrey also takes a few good-hearted potshots at the Golden Globe ceremony itself, while still maintaining a genuine appreciation for winning it.
And the Academy. No, I mean... I'm sorry, I was thinking of something else.
Number 6, Jack Nicholson, 60th Golden Globe Awards. Upon receiving his award for Best Actor in a Drama for About Schmidt, the acclaimed actor expresses some confusion at the movie's classification as a drama.
Well, I don't know whether to be happy or ashamed because I thought we made a comedy.
Regardless, he plows on with thanks for his fellow castmates. His mocking speech has the entire room, including his co-stars, in uproarious laughter the entire time.
The Bates Motel, Kathy. June Squibb, who played my wife, Dermot Mulrooney. His haircut alone should have let you know it was a comedy, I thought.
It's a bonkers moment that only the acting veteran could deliver so winningly. But it's his candid confession as he prepares to leave the stage that really brings the house down.
I know the evening's getting short. I took a Valium tonight, so...
Number 5, Hugh Grant, 52nd Golden Globe Awards. For some reason, everything just sounds more charming with an English accent.
I can't tell you, Foreign Press Association, how much I admire you. And it's with tremendous ill grace that I grudgingly acknowledge the contribution of a few other people.
As the Best Actor winner for 4 Weddings and a Funeral, Hugh Grant isn't afraid to say how elated he is to win his Golden Globe. In fact, he's practically rhapsodic about how it feels to win any award at all.
You're supposed to think that, awards are invidious and things like that, but I think they're heaven, and this is right up my alley.
Playing up his dashing persona with a few sarcastic, backhanded compliments at his director, writer, and co-stars, Grant is like a comedian doing a tight 5. The place looks more like a comedy club than an award show by the time he was through with it.
And my girlfriend Elizabeth Hurley, who put up with easily the nastiest, most ill-tempered, prima donna-ish actor in English cinema for 6 weeks. And then came back to me, which was really nice.
Number 4, Jennifer Coolidge, 80th Golden Globe Awards. Picking up an award for The White Lotus, the beloved character actress gives a delightful speech in her characteristically airy style. It's equal parts emotional and completely bizarre in a way only Jennifer Coolidge can deliver. Her natural comedy chops are on full display.
The hook came out at the last thing I got an award at, this giant hook. I don't even see, I thought it left when Vaudeville ended, but this hook came out and took me off the stage at the Emmys. And I didn't get to say what I really wanted to say.
Dropping obscenities and hilarious anecdotes at a breakneck pace, Coolidge is switching gears throughout. She punctuates heartfelt thanks to White Lotus creator Mike White with dazzling non sequiturs about wanting to be Queen of Monaco and her gratitude that her neighbors finally speak to her.
I mean it. None of those people. I was never invited to one party on my hill, and now everyone's inviting me.
Let's nominate her every year, please. It doesn't matter if she's in something.
He really is one of the greatest people I've ever met. I mean, he gives me so much excitement to be. You make people want to live longer, and I didn't. So anyway.
Number 3. Robin Williams and Christine Lottie, 55th Golden Globe Awards. The late, great funny man hadn't actually won the Golden Globe this year. When Christine Lottie wins the award for Chicago Hope, Robin Williams sees an opportunity to entertain the people, and he takes it. Lottie, who had just won the Best Actress in a Drama Series Golden Globe, is in the bathroom. Williams vamps with a few jokes before Lottie finally arrives. She carries off her embarrassment beautifully, getting a few zingers in herself.
I've always felt that the contest part of this, the having to choose winners and losers part of this whole Golden Globe thing, it always felt really absurd to me. Right now, not so bad.
Williams' expert skills at working a crowd and their incredible bit with a hand towel make it one of the most memorable and hysterical acceptance speeches of all time.
Oh my God! You know, I was in the bathroom, Mom.
We had a camera.
Oh God.
Number 2. Emma Thompson, 53rd Golden Globe Awards.
4 a.m., having just returned from an evening at the Golden Spheres, which, despite the inconveniences of heat, noise, and overcrowding, was not without its pleasures.
Winning the Best Screenplay Award for Sense and Sensibility, Emma Thompson decides to pay tribute to the famed writer of the original novel. Adopting an elegant, haughty accent, she dresses her thanks in a pithy statement written from the point of view of long-dead author Jane Austen.
The room was full of interesting activity until 11 p.m. when it emptied rather suddenly. The lateness of the hour is due therefore not to the dance, but to the waiting in a long line for a horseless carriage of unconscionable size. The modern world has clearly done nothing for transport.
Her musings about the night as if she were some perplexed time traveler from the 18th century are a fun twist on the standard acceptance speech. In Austen's voice, she gives begrudging compliments to her co-stars and various celebrities present, and takes a final withering shot at herself, even getting her own name wrong.
P.S. managed to avoid the hoyden, Emily Tompkinson, who has purloined my creation and added things of her own. Nefarious creature. Thank you.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Bette Midler, 37th Golden Globe Awards.
I'm different now. I'm a good girl. I don't swear anymore on stage. I swear I don't swear anymore on stage.
Before she was the Grande Dame, she was a nightclub act who made it big. Bette Midler had recently made her explosive film debut in The Rose after years of risque concerts and TV appearances. Winning 2 Golden Globes for her first film performance, Midler just can't help herself. She insists she's a good girl now that she's been accepted by the prestigious Hollywood establishment. But between a devastatingly dirty pun about her own pair of Golden Globes and miming a lewd act with the statuette, she shows stardom hasn't changed her at all.
I'm reminded of when Joan Crawford actually won her Golden Globe, and she said, I can't do it, I can't. I have to be tasteful. They told me I was supposed to be. She said, I'll show you a pair of Golden Globes. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
What do you think was the funniest Golden Globes acceptance speech? Let us know in the comments.